Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today we're diving into Blake Lively's ongoing legal issues and Justin Baldoni's statement that he put in an Exhibit A about how fear impacts us and our ability to be ourselves, our creative selves. We're going to explore how fear of public accusations actually affects your mind, how this also connects to Blake Lively's new case with Jed Wallace, and whether an apology could be her best solution. Stick around. I'll also break down the science behind fear and reputation. If you find this interesting, give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe. Let's start. What's exactly going on? Let's just do a quick recap. In late 2024, Blake Lively filed a Civil Rights Department complaint, CRD, in California, claiming that individuals, including PR agent Jed Wallace and director Justin Baldoni, were involved in efforts to harm her credibility. So she made accusations of inappropriate behavior, coordinated backlash, and damage to her reputation. Despite Wallace being named in the CRD, he wasn't listed in a formal legal filing Lively later submitted in New York. So now Jed Wallace and his company have filed a case against Lively, claiming significant reputational damage and emotional strain. Meanwhile, Lively has withdrawn a previous request to question Wallace under oath. So during this legal drama, Justin Baldoni's legal team submitted Exhibit A. Now, in that was a powerful insight that he had, which was creativity is impossible in an environment shrouded by fear. And I really wanted to break this down because he's absolutely right. And I want to talk about the science behind it, because ultimately these situations happen in real life, where if you're fearful of how things are going to be taken out of context, or if you're worried, you're walking on eggshells around someone, you're not sure how they're going to react, it is a fearful environment and there is no way you can be at your A game. So when you face serious threats like public claims against your reputation, your body activates a fight or flight or freeze mode. Your nervous system floods you with cortisol and stress hormones, which actually can block your creativity and also your critical thinking or your rational thinking. So your mind literally becomes focused on survival, not on being creative and really expressing who you are. So you withdraw. In extreme cases, your body might even enter a shutdown mode, a state where you emotionally withdraw and you feel disconnected, and you might find you feel exhausted. You don't even want to go out. Every little thing that you do, it takes a lot of energy. And it's true, you are exhausted. This common response when you go into shutdown is when pushing back, fighting for your rights or fighting for your reputation seems too risky or futile, like no one's listening. So let's really break down what happens to your nervous system when you experience reputational harm or public scrutiny. Whether you're a public figure or not, in everyday life where you're dealing with people that are saying things about you that aren't true, your body treats it like a serious threat. When you feel judged or attacked, your nervous system can either activate two different survival responses. One's a sympathetic response, which is better known as fight or flight. So you might get angry, defensive, anxious, or you might be ready to just leave the country or leave the area, but you're ready to argue and defend yourself. And normally that is the first thing that most people do. And it's not a negative thing. It's actually a response to a perceived threat. And so it's actually giving you some information. Your nervous system is telling you, hey, we don't feel comfortable here. We feel like someone's crossing your boundaries. And your nervous system can pick up small signs. So say if someone is, doing an eye roll or something, they will notice everything. And so your nervous system is telling you something that you do need to pay attention to. So it's time to listen. Or if you can't fight or you can't defend yourself or you can't flight, you'll go into the dorsal vagal shutdown, which is when you give up. up when you withdraw, when you feel hopeless or disconnected. These responses are designed to protect you from harm. You're reacting in the perfectly right way for the situation that you're in, and your nervous system is just bringing it to your attention. But the problem comes when you're staying in it for too long. Say if you've worked in an environment or you've lived in an environment where you feel like that over a long period of time, it can block your energy, your creativity, and it can leave you feeling stuck. And you can feel stuck in those two states long after you've got out of that situation. Science shows to regain creativity, your energy, your confidence, you need to activate this ventral vagal state, the state which is part of your parasympathetic system. It helps you feel safe, grounded, and fully present, so you feel like you're in the flow state. In this state, your mind opens up again, you feel safe, and you can think clearly and access your creativity to express yourself with confidence, where you feel like you can thrive, basically. There's a few ways to shift out of the survival mode and return into balance. Things like deep breathing. Breathing actually activates your vagus nerve and it tells your body it's safe to relax. So you can try and inhale for 4, hold for a little while. Another one is you take another sip in and then you sigh it out. The other thing might be gentle movement like stretching or going for a walk or doing yoga or other types of ways of releasing stored tension. The other way is to connect with others. Human connection is powerful. What we found is where there's an increase in oxytocin, which is the love hormone or the connection hormone, the cortisol levels decrease. So talking to someone who's listening to you without judgment can help you feel grounded, can help you feel heard, seen, and understood. And then when you're back in the ventral vagal state, you can feel like yourself again. You get creative, energized, and you're ready to express your talents and live life to the fullest. So Justin Baldoni's message around fear does ring true. It stifles creativity, it paralyzes decision making. And if you're finding that you're struggling with your own nervous system, maybe anxiety or depression, please do have a look in the resources section. I've got a new program called Calm. It's an early bird offer. You can get it at a discounted rate. Fear of reputational damage is actually a powerful force. Studies show that people are often more afraid of public humiliation than financial loss, for instance. The fear could cloud their judgment and lead to rash decisions like filing complaints without solid evidence. Psychologists call this reputational anxiety, and it often triggers defensive behavior. People might lash out, blame others, and double down on accusations just to protect their image. But in many cases, it does backfire, drawing more negative attention. A phenomenon called Streisand effect. This might be what's happening to Blake Lively by actually trying to control the narrative. She's actually getting all of us to unintentionally give more visibility, more light to what is actually going on. And maybe that is what's leading for people to look for even more evidence. And it's going to come out if there is no evidence to substantiate her claims. So what's next for Blake Lively? Will she settle or will she continue fighting in court? And what role will Justin Baldoni play in this unfolding drama? Only time is really going to tell. But one thing is certain, fear and legal battles, it would have had such a massive impact on the people that have been through this in terms of the reputational damage that they're trying to recover from, but also what it's doing to their body, to their mind, to their brain, and also the people watching. It's really important to use this to see how can we individually use this to heal, because Justin Baldoni's message about fear does ring true. It stifles creativity, it paralyzes decision making, and it destroys reputations, people's lives. Know that anyone that has struggled with reputational damage, it is normal for them to withdraw because of what's happening to their nervous system. If you know someone that has lost their spark, lost their confidence, they're not how they used to be, they're not their bubbly, laughing or happy self like they were once, it's probably because their nervous system has been impacted. Find out what happened happened. Was it an experience similar to this? And help them by just going out for a walk or getting them into yoga or connecting with people again. They want to be seen, heard, and understood. Really, empathy and love and compassion is such a great healer. Like I said, as we bring up the oxytocin, the cortisol level decreases and our nervous system starts to feel better again so that we can get back to ourselves. Let me know what you think. Would an apology make all the difference? Or do you think it's just too late? Look, thank you for listening. Please do subscribe and like the channel. Sending you so much love. Till next time.